Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4 Red Flood as Japan. Let's continue on from where we last left off. So, we now have a strategy for... We can intervene in the Chinese Civil War. We gain an annexation war goal on basically everybody, or we can support the communist. I think we're just going to intervene in the Civil War and try to take over everybody in the world. That seems like a pretty good deal for me. So maybe I have just avoided the Civil War. I'm not too sure. I'm not building submarines yet, so I'd like to build up some submarines. I think generally submarines are pretty good, but I'm probably just completely wrong on that. So let's go for concentrated industry, because right now my industry is in the gutter, to say the least. Does it slow down production on this as well? Yeah, it's a negative 30%. And our stability is a negative 35, so we're basically not building rifles very fast. You know, so we have some issues, to say the least. Oh, the sun crash is over here, okay. And industrial revitalization, which you can only do down probably near the bottom of this tree. Modernize the army, navy, air force. Yeah, we can't really do anything like that quite yet. Okay, no, there we go. So, drama on the deck. It was one ordinary naval... basically, I could also cheat if I wanted to clear one of these two guys and then start the war. It was one ordinary naval inspection across the first-class coastal defense ship, Masaka, stationed at Yokosuka Naval District. But a conflict between the military police and the sailors soon escalated into a brawl when the sailors spat in the face of the inspected naval military police and declared he, along with the sailors of the Mikasa, were going on strike before leading an eviction of officers and inspectors back onto the port and sailing off. Since the battleship exited port, many have been analyzing the causes and the conditions for the incident, pointing towards indifference of the officers to the horrible living conditions of the sailors on the 35-year-old warship, or extreme corruption within the corps lieutenants. The revolt is believed to be an acclamation of the anger among the sailors and their fellow radicalization by the instigation of several crew members who are now believed to be members of the Japanese Labor Party. While one revolt is not enough to grab the attention of the nation, many other sailors in Yakusu are already rising up against their commanders and seizing control of their vessels. Within an hour, sailors and dock workers secured the naval base, followed by riots in factories throughout the greater Kanto region, and later the day. The rebels declared the Provisional People's Council of Japan and proclaimed the march towards Tokyo, caught off by guard as the bulk of the Chinese armies on the Chinese front. The Imperial Army hastily ordered the Imperial Guard and the garrison in Tokyo to crush the rebellion. However, a significant portion of the loyalist forces refused to follow orders due to control of young officers sympathetic to communism. Being bombarded by battleships from Yakuza, which had been proclaimed the base operation of the newly formed Japanese People's Navy, the loyalists were overwhelmed by socialists completely within a few hours. The revolutionaries met in the industrial port in Yakoma, where officers and loyal union leaders joined them together. Japanese Revolution begins. We can either, you know, stay as Imperial Japan, but I think we're going to switch over to Revolutionary Japan, whose logo is a hammer and like a police baton. I don't know. Is that supposed to be like a rifle? I have no idea what that's supposed to be. Maybe this is actually like a Japanese character, and I'm just not too sure about that. But yeah, basically none of Japan's army is actually here, which makes things incredibly simple for me. All four of you under you. Do you actually have commanders? We do, but we don't actually have an admiral. Or we don't have a field marshal, I should say. So put some guys in charge here. Can I really not promote anybody? I had no command power. Okay, that's fair enough. So what are we going to do? We are going to... We can't do a 3-month campaign. Obviously. Down with the Emperor, base war support plus 5%, or organize the Ricers, create Japanese unit in Tokyo. So we can get some more troops. Sunset Crash we'll eventually try to do, because right now we're at 0% stability, which is not great. So let's go with organize the Ricers for 14 days. Not too bad. Get our troops ready to go. Something like that, I guess? Like, how many troops does Japan have? They have 25 to 62 divisions. We have 40, and all of our men are actually within Japan, so I think that makes things a lot simpler for us. Yeah, basically go straight to over there. Because I know for a fact that the Japanese have no troops over here. Like, I just know for a fact. So, I mean, again, it is making things pretty simple. And this area doesn't even have a port, so I don't even know why they get this land for themselves. Like, it doesn't actually do anything. Yeah, so non-aggression pacts. Japan's actually declared war on more people. They declared war on 3 people. Actually, no, 2 of them become communist. All 3 of you guys are actually communist. Were you always communist, or did that only happen because of the Civil War? I actually have no idea. Interesting. Okay, so if I do like that support Chinese communist. No, it's only helping the Hanyu. I thought it would help maybe all of them. Unfortunately, I actually can't do anything there. And basically, Japan is dead because they have decided to start a civil war. Or not start a civil war. I mean, I started the civil war. But they decided to invade all of China at the exact same time as us. And again, I can't create a faction with you, right? They would say yes, but we're not allowed to do it until we get our way down to... I know you can do it in here. Where is it? The Pacific Workers League. So we have to win the Civil War first, and then we'd be able to create the faction. I have 1 sailor in Portugal. Okay. I don't know why, but I do. So both 4 rifles, of course. 2 sport artillery. 3 artillery. Start getting our tanks ready to go. Build 2 convoys. We shall build 3 submarines. We will go for 3 of you. Something like that, I guess, works okay. We do need more military factories, though. And again, I have to build those. Build them where we have a 100% bonus. I mean, that seems pretty good. Get our 50 Army Navy experience. Because, again, we're technically a different tag. Which means I have to research everything again. God damn it. Okay. I mean, I guess we weren't that far in, but... losing about half a year of technology does kind of suck. But it is what it is. It could be worse. And you are basically already almost capitulated. Because, again, all their cities are just here. Yeah, I think I need to walk you out of Portugal myself. The AI doesn't really know how to do it properly. And soon, once we take over Nagasaki, I think that will be the end of Imperial China. We'll just kind of clean up all of this stuff. Yeah, and that should work out. Again, I think Nagasaki is like the last area they have control over. And as soon as we take the city, I think they should actually just capitulate right there. I don't believe that, they don't lose all this land. Okay, so the Fenian cliques declared their independence. Korea's declared their independence. Not a huge surprise. So let's go for down with the Emperor. We got 6 more divisions. The Ricer Militia, we'll send them into this guy for now. But no, there we go. So Japan is dead. I'm going to take all states. I'm not going to take all states. I'm going to take all of these states. No, what am I doing? I'm going to take all states. Yes. I don't know how well they're actually doing here, so I'm going to end turn like that. And there we go. So, Imperial Japan is dead. I'm going to... return territory down Port of Indochina. No, a Shaanxi. I'm going to just release you as a puppet state. There we go. And you have a claim of you. But I don't want to give you back territory, so I'm just going to transfer you into there. There we go. So there we go. We have our own big old puppet state down here. A handful of these guys, again, are still communist, which will give us support in the future. So I'm going to consolidate these guys down a little bit. We still don't have the command power to actually upgrade any of these men right now, but we will soon. And I legitimately have no idea where I actually want to put these troops. At least not right now. They go up to speed 5. We get a non-aggression pact. I believe you're all still at war with... No, you're not. Who are you guys at war with? Anybody? No, you're not. The Empire of Indochina is just kind of on their own and independent now. And that's okay. So we got some more dockyards, which is nice. Because, yeah, we took over all of Japan, so it makes sense that we'd have their dockyards. So something like that, and then we'll also go for... I don't think I have any of you, right? I do. Okay, I don't want to build 2 of them then. Let's go for, not coastal defense ships, I'm sure those are actually garbage. How about converted battleship? We'll put 5 in a U. It's not going to be ready until 1944. As you can tell, that's a little whiles away. And keep on cranking this stuff out. Do I actually start off with no technology? Like, I don't even have any basic tanks. That's less good, I will admit. So we're not training any troops. The Red Guard is basically just garbage. The Red Sailors, the Reichswehr Militia. So I basically want all of my Red Guards to just become infantry divisions. Same with the Reichswehr Militia. I think everybody here just becomes regular infantry. I know it's going to turn you all green, but there's nothing I can do about that. There we go. So that should get rid of the Red Guard. Get rid of the Reichswehr Militia. Are you just worse? Yes. So I'm going to upgrade the cavalry divisions as well. It's going to take us a while to upgrade all these troops. We still have the Red Sailors, but honestly, they're not really that much worse than anybody else, so I think it's okay. So how much equipment do we need? We need 11,000 rifles, which is going to take 2,000 days. Wonderful. You have 2,500 days, and you have 1,000 days. So we still got a while to go until we're actually able to do much. So I kind of want to go straight down to the Pacific Workers League and create the faction. But also probably should deal with the Sunset Crest. Oh, that's 105 days, though. Well, let's at least do victory in the Civil War. It's only 7 days, so it shouldn't take too long. And then, of course, we're going to be wanting to train up some divisions. I want to train up light and heavy tanks. Even though I know we don't have them ready yet. Or I haven't even researched, I should say. So, President's election. Kobayashi. Who is this? So we can either have Pan-Asianist or the Marxist. What's ruling party? So a fate of the new Japan. The revolution has brought not just a battle between the old monarchist order and a new radical one, but a struggle between the fellow revolutionaries. Zuma Oka has been a strong proponent of powerful leadership, able to crush all this in opposition, and his patriotic vanguard has been able to crush all the... Oh, I read the rest of the sentence twice. His patriotic vanguard has been shock troops of our army during the revolution. He has faced fierce opposition, however, from Hideo Yakami, a libertarian Marxist and advocate of democratic institutions. He has consistently accused Sumi of trying to subvert the democratic will of the people and assert his own violent ideology on Japan. In a way, he was right. Takama was meeting with other government officials today when he heard gunshots outside the Capitol building. When he looked outside, he saw members of the Patriotic Vanguard shooting at Red Army soldiers. Sume has declared the current regime counter-revolutionary and restorationist, and has called upon the Vanguard to overthrow Yamagawa and form a new government. Are we having like are we going to do Civil War 2? Sashimi walked himself forward, ordering a fast... Well... So either we put back the other guys... And then someone becomes leader of the anarchists, but I don't know if the anarchists have any political power in Japan, honestly, so we'll just keep where we are right now. Our guy doesn't have a portrait, but that's okay. So let's go for Colonial Management, I think. We can rebuild the faction, but I want to get the Pacific Workers League, because I would want to invite these guys into our faction. And as far as I can tell, there's nothing saying that they're not able to join. Okay, well, they wouldn't actually join the faction right now because we're not at war. But I think once we do go back to war, they might say yes. We'll see. Well, I know we're missing the light and heavy tanks, but nothing I can really do about that right now because I literally don't have them researched. Yeah, you're still stuck there. Yeah, just come all the way home. Like, I don't know why you're in Portugal. It just seems like a very strange place for you to be. So trade more steel with the Germans. So let's see, what's everybody else doing? Kolchak is still alive. Poland's not doing too much. Germany, kind of just exist. France is doing something unknown. But that's okay. Austria has gone... Have they gone centrist? No, they've gone ultra-nationalist. They just have not gone for German supremacy. And why do you all hate me? Oh, I guess I did generate 21 world tension during the Civil War. Which is understandable, I guess, that you might be a little bit mad about that, but... Yeah, I'll build the tanks later, game. So I sort of have, like, literally no technology. I just want to double check. Okay, no, I do at least have some stuff here. But I have to still research Great War Tank, which is a little bit annoying that I lost so much tech. Well, what can he do? What can he do? We can modify our garments. Army experience, land for construction. I mean, we only have one guy in each thing, so... Construction speed, factory output. We might actually want him. We'll get the economic minister first because our country is a little bit poor at the moment. You were led by... Okay, that's a British port. Okay, so revolution cannot simply remain in Japan. Our comrades in China have already picked up the banner of the former territorial gains of the Japanese Empire. Remains capitalist and reactionary. They should be toppled and have more appropriate leaders installed. Okay. Let's go for, then... You don't gain us war goals. We don't actually have to attack you right away. Get annexation against the Fetian clique. Well, how about, like... 1,000 rifles are added. Gains general strikes. Production efficiency cap goes down for 90 days. Stability goes up. But maybe we should actually start trying to deal with the sunset crash. Because it's not awesome to be in an economic downturn. But I think this is going to be a good time to end this episode. So thanks everybody for watching. My name is Anthony. If you've enjoyed, run a thumbs up. Not enjoyed, tell you thumbs down. You want to see more, subscribe, and goodbye.